incomes. Okay, we're going to move on to our product introduction, and it's none other than our very own Star Master, Jennifer Lim. So let's welcome Jennifer, live from New York.
Hi, everyone. Actually, I'm just covering somebody who couldn't do it today. So I prepared this product presentation very quickly. So probably it's a sloppy job. And also after that, I'm going to share what I just came back home from Brazil. So I'll talk about what I did in Brazil and what's my vision in Brazil, Atomy, Brazil. So let me share my screen. The product that I'm going to share today is the Atomy Organic Oatmeal. Atomy Organic Oatmeal is $30 in America, and it has 7,000 points. And the nutrition facts is that it has a lot of fiber, 18%, and protein, 14%, 7 grams of protein, and iron, calcium, potassium, and no cholesterol, and no added sugar. So it's a whole grain, and as you know, it's organic, kosher, non-GMO, high in fiber, abundant in antioxidants, helps lower LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol. And so nowadays, a lot of celebrities like to eat oatmeal, healthy blood sugar levels, helps weight control as well. So a lot of people take oatmeal for breakfast, right? And as I said before, gluten-free, USDA organic, non-GMO, kosher. And people get surprised by that. And so it's good for healthy breakfast and before or after workout to boost up your protein and fiber. Also, midday snack, late night snack instead of a heavy snack. And then you can add some fruits and nuts. That's what I do. And some people make it very cold, so night before they make it, or some people, like Korean people, they make it like porridge with a lot of water. And so people use honey or maple syrup if they want sweet. So like that. And then Atomy oatmeal convert it to a container. So you can tear open and then push in to make a container and just add hot water and whatever ingredients you wanna add, like chia seed, any nuts and fruits, whatever you like, or syrup or honey like that. And this is what I did with our Atomy oatmeal. My daughter is in a different phase of making drinks. So she says she needs oat milk. So I went to supermarket to buy oat milk, and it cost more than $4. So I said, oh no. And then I look at the ingredients, is water and oatmeal, and they added some oil that I don't like because I only consume organic extra virgin avocado oil or olive oil only, but they use some sunflower seed oil, things like that. So I didn't want to pay more than $4 for oat milk. So I made my own oat milk from our Atomy organic oatmeal. So you need 2 packages of oatmeal, and you need some 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of maple syrup or honey or agave syrup or whatever you like, and then a little bit of vanilla extract. And for 2 packets, you need 3 cups of water, and then just soak in for about 20 minutes like that. And if you like creamy oat milk, just use oatmeal, nothing else. But if you like thinner, less slimy oat milk, then you can put 2 packs of fine enzyme. Just soak it in the water and then just put it in the mixer and just blender. And then you have this cheesecloth, just strain the oat milk and take out this oat, and then just keep it in the refrigerator and drink it. And it doesn't have any additive, so it's healthier, simple, cheaper. We know this is organic oatmeal, and we have a PB. So if anybody wants oat milk, instead of buying oatmeal from supermarket, you can make your own oat milk from our organic Atomy organic oatmeal. And
Wow.
I recommend you to put it in a jar that has lid on it. So I use, this is my recycled spaghetti sauce container bottle. So it has a the lid, because after a while you see the oat is like on the bottom and the water is separated. So you need to shake it. So it's better to shake it with the lid. So I recommend you to use this recycled spaghetti sauce bottle. After you wash, of course, you have to wash it clear very well. And then, so you can drink it. It tastes so good. And my daughter couldn't believe it. And my son loves it. And I love this. So I make that very, very easy, very simple. It doesn't take that much time. So, and then I just came back from Brazil. So I'm going to share my journey from Brazil. And then I'll share my experience there. So Brazil just opened the shopping mall on 8th of June. Okay, so I have some pictures. I took so many pictures. They took so many, my partners took so many pictures of me doing activities. So I arrived this morning and I had to do some errands. Didn't have much time, so I just quickly grabbed some pictures. So it's not all of them. On the first day, they welcomed me with this beautiful bouquet with saying, "Welcome, Jennifer, Star Master Jennifer." They are applying for AEA Absolute Center in Brazil, Absolute Atomy Absolute Center, because it has AAA on the list of centers. It's going to be the top one. And then so I educate them, and then they took me to a restaurant, the Brazil meal. I had so much meat, beef and lamb, so much meat. And then another group, we had a meeting, and then it was São Paulo. And then this guy took me to Rio, which is like 6 hours away from São Paulo. And all these people gathered in the morning of Sunday. And so I gave them a little bit of vision, and he gave them a little bit of company introduction and marketing plan. And because they don't understand English, I had to say it in Korean, and he had to interpret in Portuguese, because Brazil, they speak Portuguese. And then, so that's what we did. And she's the one who arranged this whole meeting in this like reception house. And because there were so many people, we called out 3 people and did a facial demonstration in front of them. And then I did some product presentation, because if you have so many people gathered together, there are not much you can do. Personally, I don't prefer big meeting. I like to have a smaller meeting so I can have eye contact and I can ask questions and get engaged with people. But because of this setting was big setting, like the sun, like that. What happened? So like big, many people like this. So the setting was marketing plan first, and then my vision and my personal testimony, and then facial products, facial and product demonstrations, and then Q&A, and that was it. And everybody got so excited. They were so surprised about Atomy, the power of Atomy products. And then, so we had a good time, and then we had to go to somebody else's house to do the facial party. So we gave a facial to this wife and talked to the man about Atomy business and shopping mall opening. And then on the way home, it's like 6 hours away from Sao Paulo. And on the way home, there was the famous Jesus statue in Brazil. We rushed up there and took some pictures. Same time and same spot, but the picture looks different. I don't know why. And then on the way, this is Copacabana, the most beautiful beach. The second beautiful beach, within 3, the most beautiful beach in the world. And right next to the sands, they have this one. It's a long beach, and we took some pictures there.
Wow.
We all went to Brazil together. And then the next day, I called my partners back to the center, and I brought this Medicook 3.3 liter to all the way to Brazil to show them Medicook party. And I asked my partner to bring one of 3.3 liter Medicook pot, and she didn't understand why. So she thought bringing skincare product is more important. So she brought full of skincare product in 2 bags. And she regretted so much that she didn't bring this 3.3 liter Medicook. Because the reason I brought this 3.3 liter Medicook, even though I know for sure Atomy Brazil will never have Medicook in their website. You know why? Atomy Brazil, the country Brazil, they charge too much tax on import products. And also,
wow,
the shipping is so expensive to Brazil. So it's not easy to bring up some products. But the reason I brought this 3.3 liter Medicook is to show them how powerful our Medicook is. And also, you know, in any country, no matter what, there are people with fortunate people and people who are less fortunate. So fortunate people in Brazil, they'll do whatever it takes to buy good product, because Brazil doesn't have a good product. It's hard to find a good toothbrush in Brazil. Most of skincare product is all imported from our other country. So this lady is a very, she's rich lady. And after she tasted the food that I cooked in Medicook, she already purchased the whole set of Medicook from Korean website. And she'll find a way to bring them in to Brazil. So you don't have to worry about how they are going to carry, how they are going to bring it. Your job is to introduce Atomy awesome products. And then, because, let me stop sharing for here for a while, because I like to see your handsome and beautiful face. In Brazil, because the shopping mall opened on June 8th, a lot of people are excited about Atomy. So the first thing they say when they see each other, the things that they say, do you know Atomy? Or did you register as an Atomy member? That's all everybody's saying. So I told my partners that don't worry. This bubble will go away within a year. You need to do it's not important how many customers or members you have in your lineage. It's not that important. So the most important thing is that you need to know what you are doing. You need to educate yourself. You need to follow the system so people will know. And you have a good atmosphere in your center. Then people will come to your center. People will come to you to be in your team. So education is very, very important. Learning is very important. So I already, since like 2 years ago, I started to educate my partners in Brazil. 4 weeks in a row, we taught them the basic concept, can make them ready. And Maria Chang from New York, she used to live in Brazil. So she did her part. Every day, she talked to her partners in person, one by one. Sometimes she had to do Zoom meetings. Sometimes she had to be on the phone 8 hours a day, like 2 hours straight with each one. So she kept educating them and getting them ready. So, and then a few months ago, I started to have a weekly meeting with the team in Brazil and educate them all the products they are going to they are expecting. And then there's first batch product, I already educate them, but I'm going to repeat again. And then we already know the list of product will become the second batch. So we will learn about the second batch product. And then this Medicoop or some cosmetics that's smaller, easy to carry, but has high PV. And you know, ladies go crazy with makeups and some health supplement instead of Hemohim, because Hemohim is too heavy to carry too much. And by September or October, they will have Hemohim launched and some health products. So I recommend them to introduce health products already to the people and other group. I'm sure so positive that there are so many leaders in Brazil, from Korea, royal masters from Korea, and some Cheronos master from LA, and another royal master from Korea. But I bet you nobody did medical party in Brazil because they didn't think it will be launched in Brazil website. But doesn't matter. A lot of people go to Brazil from Korea back and forth bringing products. And Medicoop and other products are very, very powerful. So selecting potential product to carry and introduce customer is very, very important, I think. So that's what I did. And also, I taught my partners to say, from now on, when you meet your friends or anybody, first thing you need to say is what? What do you think? It's not, do you know Atomy? Or did you register as a Atomy member? I encouraged all my partners to say, the first thing you say whenever you meet your friends or anybody you know is that, do you have anybody in Europe? And then they'll probably say, why? Then you talk about Atomy's vision in Europe. And if they know about Atomy, they'll be surprised that, oh, there's Atomy in Europe. Or if they don't know what is Atomy, then they'll ask you, what is Atomy? Then from that time, you have a permission to talk about Atomy, right? Instead of you grab your friends saying, do you know Atomy? Did you register as a Atomy member? Then they don't want to hear you. But if you approach them, ask them, do you know anybody in Europe? Or do you know anybody in Portuguese? Because those people in Brazil, they speak Portuguese. So they have a potential to expand their group to Portugal. So like that. So I encourage you as well to start any conversation with anybody from now on. Start saying, do you know anybody in Europe? Do you know anybody in Brazil? Do you know anybody in Germany, like that? And then you can start the conversation about Atomy in different country or even your country. And then if they said, oh, I don't know anybody in Europe, then encourage them to ask around. Probably if they don't have anybody in Europe, they might know somebody who has somebody in Europe. So it should become your habit, asking, do you know anybody in Europe from now on? Jason Shim will go to Spain on July 24th after he attends the grand opening in Brazil on July 23rd. Very next day, he's going to go to Spain. And then he's going to attend UK Success Academy and Success Academy in Turkey. And then he likes to fly to all the country in Europe. So from now on, please ask people if they know anybody in Europe and try to connect them to Jason so Jason can meet with them. And you need to educate them about Atomy and about Atomy's product before you introduce to Jason. Okay, let me share some more pictures. So Atom is life. It's like this. You share your experience of the product and your business with people you know. We had so much fun. They were so surprised about the power of medical. We had so much fun. And then we learned, like, after, like, I can tell they are getting so much, they are so excited. They are focusing, paying attention. Like, you could hear the pin drop because nobody was making any sound. Everybody was paying attention. Like that. Thanks to Maria, she took and saved these pictures. And then they took us to a very nice restaurant. So it's so much fun. You have nice dinner with your partners. You get to visit another country and you get to eat very different food in different countries. And the further you go to introduce Atomy, I think you get more excited. And if you stay in your local area, you don't really need to grow because everything's available. Company provides one-day seminar, company provides leaders, you just attend. But if you sponsor people abroad or long distance, you are kind of forced to be grow, get matured, become a leader, to teach your own partners. So I encourage you to, and this lady, she has a lot of experience with other network marketing, and she swore God that she's not gonna do a network marketing business anymore. But after I met with her and talked to her about Atomy, guess what? She decided to do the business. Not only that, she's a freelancer. She deals with 2 different companies. She decided to stop dealing with one company. So she'll do minimum of work to feed herself, and then she'll focus on Atomy after a few days of meetings. So people changed, their faces changed. They got excited, and they see hope in Atomy, and I can see their hope in their eyes. It's a, I can't even describe how nice that feeling is. When I talk to people about Atomy vision, and I see hope in their eyes, that's the best feeling. And they took us to their market. Whenever I travel to different country, I like to travel. I like to visit their marketplace. So we had a lot of fruits. Some fruits I don't even know the names. Everything was so good, and this oyster was so good, like that. And on the last day, yesterday, before I left, they print out the picture we took together, and they wrote a little card on the back of the picture. It was very, very nice feeling. Yeah, they gave me that picture as a gift. And then we had the last supper together. And then even I told them not to come to the airport, they insisted. So all these people, even though they had to, some of them had to open their business 4 a.m., they stayed at the airport until 9:30 p.m. I felt so bad, but I felt so good. I was so glad that we met through Atomy. If I didn't start Atomy business, how on earth I will meet with these beautiful people? And we were so sad to say goodbye to each other. Obrigada. Ciao is in Brazil. Thank you and bye. That's two words that I learned while I was in Brazil. The reason I'm sharing my pictures and my experience in Brazil is that this is your future. You need to believe that, and you need to vision that, and start to ask people, do you know anybody in Brazil? Do you know anybody in Europe? That's, you need to start conversation with people, everybody you meet. Okay? And then to be successful, supporting your partner in long distance, you need to become a leader. You need to become a walking system. So you need to attend meetings. You need to be active to learn more about business, and you need to have a lot of experience. On the road that we went to Rio from Sao Paulo, it took 6 hours each way, so total 12 hours. I was talking nonstop. Of course, I encouraged him to talk to, and I encouraged the wife to talk to get to know about them, but mostly I talked. And the husband said, it seems like you have a lot of experience, because I talked about product, I talked about testimony, I talked about my experience, good experience and bad experience, and he learned so much. And he didn't plan to challenge for sales master when Atomy Brazil opened, but he's now challenging sales master because he saw the vision from me, and now he understands why he needs to challenge for sales master and to become a leader. And he's preparing to applying for opening center for himself too. So sooner or later, I'm going to have 2 centers in Brazil. So working hard is not the answer. Working smart, working together is the answer. So you need to have your own experience. You need to work with your sponsor who has a lot of experience and follow the directions. And the reason, so right now, Maria Chan, she's challenging for Diamond Master with 6 sales masters. So not only 4 sales masters, she's challenging for Diamond Master with 3 sales master on the left and 3 sales master on the right. And everybody's very, very matured in terms of Atomy business because they've been learning, studying, experiencing for the past 2 years. And they see the bigger vision, and plus minus $60 in Brazil is a lot. It's a good money. Plus minus $60 in America is not so big. But in other countries, plus minus $60 commission is a big money. So don't forget to ask, do you know anybody in Brazil, or do you know anybody in Europe? All right, thank you. Obrigada.
Thank you, Jennifer. That is so inspiring. Going from oatmeal from Atomy to oat milk with Atomy.